The United States mints 2008 John Quincy Adams presidential $1 coin, the sixth issue in the presidential $1 coin program. Commemorates the 1825 to 1829 administration of the nation's sixth president with a rich blend of numismatic tradition and modern minting technology. Struck in a distinctive manganese brass alloy, comprised of 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, and 2% nickel. This $1 coin measures 26.49 millimeters in diameter and 2 millimeters in thickness, weighs 8.1 grams, and features an edge incus inscription that includes the year 1825, the legend "In God We Trust." The mint mark, P for Philadelphia or D for Denver, and the denomination $1. The obverse, designed by sculptor Phoebe Hemphill, presents a dignified right-profile portrait of John Quincy Adams, capturing his scholarly mien and firm resolve. The portrait is framed by the inscriptions John Quincy Adams above and sixth president 1825 to 1829 below. On the reverse, designed by Don Everhart, stands a Statue of Liberty, symbol of national ideals and continuity, surrounded by the inscription United States of America along its upper rim and E Pluribus Unum to the left of the torch. Released to the public on May 1, 2008, with an original circulation mintage of approximately 215 million coins from Philadelphia and 216 million from Denver. The Adams dollar circulated alongside its 5 predecessors in the program before transitioning into collector sets. The mint also produced special uncirculated versions, 200,000 from Philadelphia and 316,000 from Denver, sold in rolled and package form, as well as 33,792 proof specimens struck at the West Point facility and housed in acrylic cases. Beyond its technical specifications, the John Quincy Adams dollar embodies the forward-looking spirit of the era of good feelings, during which Adams navigated the young republic through contentious debates over infrastructure and foreign policy, championing the American system and laying groundwork for national improvements such as the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal and early railroad development. Collectors prize this issue not only for its link to an era of relative political harmony and Adams's pivotal role in shaping the modern presidency, but also for its crisp artistic detail, the continuity of the presidential dollar series thematic program, and the subtle brilliance of its golden hue, a modern heir to the classic tradition of commemorative coinage that both educates and inspires. United States $1 coin featuring President James Buchanan, incorporating historical, numismatic, and cultural context related to design and his presidency, 15th President, 1857 to 1861. Note that the date 1851 to 1861 is slightly incorrect for Buchanan's term. It was actually 1857 to 1861. Let's proceed with the correct historical record. United States $1 coin, James Buchanan, 15th President, 1857 to 1861. The United States $1 presidential coin honoring James Buchanan, the 15th President of the United States, is part of the presidential $1 coin program launched by the U.S. Mint in 2007. The program aimed to honor former presidents by issuing $1 coins in the order of their service, and Buchanan's coin was released in 2010 as the 15th in the series. The obverse front of the coin features a left-facing portrait of James Buchanan, engraved by Phoebe Hemphill, a U.S. Mint sculptor engraver. The inscription encircling the portrait reads, James Buchanan, his full name, 15th President, and 1857 to 1861, representing the years of his presidency. This portrait presents Buchanan with a solemn and distinguished expression, reflective of the seriousness of his presidency, which was marked by the escalating tensions that would lead to the American Civil War. The reverse back of all presidential $1 coins features a striking image of the Statue of Liberty, designed by Don Everhart. Lady Liberty is shown holding her torch high, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment. The reverse includes the inscription, United States of America and $1, indicating the coin's denomination. This consistent design was used throughout the presidential $1 coin series, symbolizing the country that each honored president served. Unlike traditional U.S. coins, the presidential $1 coins featured edge inscriptions instead of placing all text on the obverse and reverse. The edge of the Buchanan $1 coin includes "In God We Trust," the national motto "E pluribus unum," Latin for "out of many one," and the mint mark, e.g., P for Philadelphia or D for Denver, and the year of minting, e.g., 2010. Note, the phrase you mentioned, "In God We Trust," is a common humorous misprint or parody of "In God We Trust," often seen in jest or as a collector's novelty. The actual inscription on official U.S. mint coins is always "In God We Trust." James Buchanan, born April 23, 1791, in Cove Gap, Pennsylvania, was a prominent American statesman and diplomat before becoming president. He remains one of the most controversial and studied figures in U.S. history. Buchanan was born into a well-off frontier family and educated at Dickinson College. He studied law and entered politics in the early 1800s, aligning with the Federalists and later the Democratic Party. Throughout his long career, he served as a member of the House of Representatives, 1821 to 1831, minister to Russia under President Andrew Jackson, a U.S. Senator from Pennsylvania, 1834 to 1845, Secretary of State under President James K. Polk, 1845 to 1849, and Minister to Great Britain, 1853 to 1856, under President Franklin Pierce. His wide-ranging diplomatic experience made him a leading candidate for presidency in 1856. In a fiercely contested election, Buchanan ran as a Democratic nominee against Republican John C. Fremont and American Party Know-Nothing candidate Millard Fillmore. He won the presidency due in part to his moderate stance on slavery and his absence from domestic controversy while serving abroad. James Buchanan's term is marked by deep national turmoil, and his leadership is frequently criticized for failing to prevent the country from sliding into civil war. Some of the major events and issues during his presidency include, shortly after taking office, the Supreme Court ruled in the Dred Scott v. Sanford case that African Americans could not be citizens and that Congress had no power to ban slavery in U.S. territories. Buchanan supported the decision, which outraged abolitionists and deepened sectional divisions. Buchanan endorsed the Lecompton Constitution, a pro-slavery document for Kansas statehood, despite significant opposition in the territory. His handling of Kansas alienated many in the North and split the Democratic Party, accelerating the regional divide. A financial panic struck during Buchanan's term, causing widespread economic downturn. His administration largely adhered to laissez-faire policies and did little to intervene, which earned him criticism for inaction. As tensions between North and South grew, Buchanan argued that states had no right to secede, but paradoxically also claimed the federal government had no constitutional power to stop them. This indecisiveness would prove catastrophic. By the end of his term, 7 southern states had seceded from the Union, beginning with South Carolina in December 1860, and Buchanan left office just as Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated in March 1861. Buchanan is often ranked among the least effective U.S. presidents in historical surveys. His indecisiveness, perceived Southern sympathies, and failure to manage the nation's disunion crisis have earned him scathing assessments. Nevertheless, modern historians continue to debate the limits of presidential power during his time and the constitutional complexities he faced. His reputation has overshadowed his earlier achievements as a diplomat and lawmaker. Some defenders argue that he sought to preserve the Union peacefully, though his strategies ultimately failed. After leaving office in 1861, Buchanan retired to his estate, Wheatland, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He defended his presidency in a book titled Mr. Buchanan's Administration on the eve of the rebellion 1866, insisting he had done everything possible to avert war. He died on June 1, 1868, age 77. The James Buchanan presidential $1 coin, like others in the series, was minted for collectors and circulation, though many never entered widespread use due to lack of popularity in daily transactions. Some relevant points for collectors include mint marks. Coins were struck at the Philadelphia P, Denver D, and San Francisco S mints. P and D coins were for general release. S mint coins were proof versions for collectors, often found in special sets. Edge lettering errors. Some collectors seek coins with missing edge inscriptions, double-edged lettering, or misalignments, rare but known errors that increase value. Condition. As always in numismatics, the coin's condition, graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, greatly affects its value. High-grade, uncirculated, and proof coins are more valuable than worn examples. General value. Circulated Buchanan $1 coins are generally worth $1 to $2, while high-grade uncirculated or proof coins may fetch $5 to $15, or more if certified by a major grading service like NGC or PCGS. The Buchanan $1 coin is more than just currency. It serves as a portable history lesson, promoting civic education and national heritage. The presidential coin program aimed to renew public interest in U.S. history and the nation's leaders, encouraging people to learn from past triumphs and failures alike. Buchanan's coin, like his presidency, teaches about the fragility of the Union in the face of deep division and the vital importance of leadership during crisis. It also reflects how the U.S. Mint uses numismatics to commemorate complex legacies, not just glorify them.